Happy Tuesday, everybody. Another day in the shop. Good progress today. I finished cutting out all the parts for the bottom assemblies, and I actually cut out enough for 5, so this would make 6. So when I build the John Deere 6030 and put the plow on that, I think that one will probably have a 7 bottom plow. Then I'll have this extra one for kind of to look at for a pattern too. So I can I'll actually have these I won't assemble one of them, and I'll keep these parts separate. And then if the plow is the same, it's the same plow, basic same plow, but just maybe a longer frame or maybe a little bit heavier duty frame, then I can actually use these patterns from this one on the next plow. So I was going to start on the coulter assemblies, but I didn't get time. So tomorrow, that's my goal, is to work on the first coulters, and I'm going to if you look right here, you can see where the rods come down through the frame, and then they have to bend forward, and then they bend back down, so they're offset. So as it goes into the ground, they stay straight. So what I will do is I'll cut it, same as I told you before, what I would do in the frame, where I had to notch it and lower it, and I will do that same thing on this. Is probably going to end up being 5/16 rod, and so what I'll do is I'll cut a notch in the one side and put it in the vise and bend it one way. Then I'll cut it, and then I'll tack weld it, and then I'll put it in the vise. I'll put a cut in the opposite side, and then I'll put it in the vise and bend it back, so it ends up being the kink in it, but then it'll be straight again, and then I'll weld that, and so that will give me my. It's too tight of a bend to try to. I don't have anything to really heat it up to bend it, so I just do it that way. It's easier for me to do, just to put the cut in it and then bend it and then weld it back together, and I can get the exact angles that I want. So that'll be. So then when you come down here, then I'll build these brackets here, and then I'll build the disc, the actual coulters. And so if everything goes good tomorrow, I could get most of those parts. So there'll be like one piece, 2, 3, 4, depending on 5, 6. So maybe 10 pieces, 10 parts on each one. So that'll be 50 pieces. 50 pieces on those. So I don't know if I can get them done, because I'd like to get. I should get these other 4 done tomorrow, because now I've got. Yesterday I didn't have these parts or these parts made. I did have these parts, but not this one. So I made these extra parts today, but all these parts right here, all that 10 there and this 10 here, those are I just made those. And I made these today. I didn't have these made, so I had to make 10 of these, and I got them all set up and level and welded in place for everything to go onto that. So tomorrow I'm in a good spot to where I surely should get the bottoms all into that configuration right there. So tomorrow night there should be not 6, because I won't put this one together any farther. I'll keep those parts for patterns, but tomorrow night there should be no problem. I shouldn't have 5 of these bottoms right here sitting here. So, and I should have at least the first coulter pattern made. So I don't know if I'll get them all made, but I should get at least the first one. So everything went good there. And today Deb and I took an hour-and-a-half lunch and went and goofed off and got the mail, and my wheels came for the front of the 4020. You can see the difference. You can see the difference in the width. These are 2 inches, and these are 3 inches wide, so they look a lot better. They look a lot better width-wise. and height-wise, it's maybe a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch taller, and they already have the lines in them, so I think that's going to be great. So I won't even have to monkey with making them tri-rib, because a lot of 40/20s do have the wider tire on the front with several lines in them. So, but what I do need to do is I'll need to redo these rims, because they look terrible. So what I might do is take the Dremel, or just, I'm not sure exactly how I want to do it, but if I can get these 4 braces here cut down to that point right there, then that'll give me a deeper dish, like the rim that's on the tractor. So you can see how it doesn't look right with these braces sticking out here. Even if I cut out a circle and put all the little lug nuts in it, it still wouldn't look right, because it has to be a deeper dish rim. Even this one is deeper than this one. So but at least I got the right height and I got the right width, and it actually, I'm happy with even the look. So that's the only thing I'll have to do is cut this out. I can get some of it with the Dremel, and then I'll just have to kind of get my little mini grinder and get in there, and I'm gonna now cut all that out of there and see. But I should be able to do that, and then I'll make the plate, the diameter of the inside of this instead of the outside, so that the plate will go in there, and then all the little holes and all the little lug nuts will be put in there to give it a more realistic look. But very happy how it looked. These were, what were they, Deb? Like $9 a piece, and then the shipping was
$20 or
$20
something.
for the
No,
shipping.
it was crazy high.
Yeah. So it's crazy sometimes what they charge you for the shipping is about the same price as the actual
more.
tire. So okay, so that's where we're at on that. And yesterday I told you I was going to work on the fenders, and I was going to sand and prime the fenders today, but instead I did this. So if you kind of want to zoom in, or not zoom in, just kind of give it a little bit. Look, you can see I sanded and I got 4 of the rims painted, and they look really nice. I think they just got 1 coat on them, but you can see they actually don't look too bad. I got to put some more paint on them, but for the first coat they actually look good. And tomorrow I'm going to sand on the back of the tractor there. You can see that. So I should get these pieces right here are all sanded. Those are sanded and that's sanded. And so I got to take this side apart, and then I got to paint or sand the axle, and then I'll come out and get all this stuff down in here, and I'll sand it up to here, and then I'll sand the seat and all this stuff up here. So by tomorrow night, that should look 100% better, because I hate how the filler looks. It just looks terrible. So it's so nice. It's so nice to get that nasty looking filler primed. But it makes a difference, and it's part of my art. So I wouldn't like it without seeing all the pits and all the welds. So but when it's done, it's when you look at the whole thing, you don't really notice as much, just one little area. And so when it's done, it's just, you look at everything combined. So especially with I was going to show you the front tire kind of showing a little better showing it on the tractor. And it's still not the exact look, but when you hold up the other tire to it, or if you see this tire on this side, you can see that it don't look very good. I'll compare right here too. If you look at this one, but just changing the rim just changing the inside of the rim is going to be a day and night difference. So I always love bigger tires on the front of tractors. Well, this model, this one right here has some good sized tires on them. And that's the kind I like. I like big flotation tires, even on the front. So I think that's about it. So, well, anything else, Deb, you can think of?
Nope.
You got to mention today?
No, I don't think so.
I think we got 100. No, we got another 100 subscribers yesterday. So that's crazy. It's very cool. And we got our last amount of money yesterday, right, for the last month. Yesterday. So when Nicole figures out our shares, then we'll be able to see how much we're gonna make. Deb and I haven't made a penny yet on it. We just gave Nicole all the money last month, and because she worked so hard at getting this going, and so she got her first check last month, and so on the 17th of this month, Deb and I will get our shares. So that'll be pretty fun to do. And but so far it looks like we're gonna make it. Go ahead, keep going through February. So we're just taking it 1 month at a time. But everything's looking very positive. Like it's still gonna be going. And so it looks like most of you are interested in the model building, and some of you are interested in the snow plowing videos and some of my little tractors. But it looks like the majority of the people the views are going towards the model building. So I appreciate that, and I hope I'm giving you guys ideas for maybe to start your own little projects. But the real magic happens after the model's done and the decals are on, and you stand back, and then you can that's the only time you can really get the idea of how it's supposed to look, is when it's completely done. So thanks for using your imagination and saying positive things, because I know there's parts of it that look terrible during the process, but thanks again, and we'll let you go, and we'll let's see you tomorrow, the Super Bowl. No,
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
I'm excited for the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
We got chicken wings. We're gonna deep fry some chicken wings, and get goodies, get some potato chips and some chocolate and some. Okay, everybody, just rambling on here. Okay, so see you tomorrow, and show you the progress on the plow and the tractor. So have a nice evening. We'll catch you later.